In this custom showcase, we're going to look at my newest custom, 2.0 of my original character, Bruton. If you've been to the channel before, this kind of looks familiar to you because I've actually made one of these before. This is my original character, Bruton. I've been making some customs, some original designs that I have. And my friend Eric really liked this one. This is a character called Bruton, and he likes the big bulky brute characters, so he asked if I'd make one for him. So I'm glad to help out with that. And really liked how this turned out. Changed up the recipe a little bit. The base body is steel. Most upper body is Ursa Major. Thing I changed out this time around. Before on my 1.0. Actually cut the waist down here and attached to, I think they came from the Maestro. My friend Gary from Scotland sent me a set of some spare parts and some fodder stuff, and I was able to incorporate those and use the Maestro legs to build this one out. So to keep the work down a little bit from cutting, splicing, grinding, and dremeling, I made a push mold off the waist cover, the waist sculpt, off this figure. Plus, the figures are not, the Maestro and the Ursa Major are not the exact same diameter, so I do some re-sculpting with the fur. Just thicker this way, narrower in certain ways. So it took a little more work from that. So I made a mold off this, used green stuff, and actually molded it to, and actually attached it to the Ursa Major torso, which cut out some of the work on cutting and grinding and dremeling. Also, it makes him look a little bulkier. So, and this one actually ended up being taller than my original one because the way I did that too, I was able to incorporate the hip ball sockets from this and the lower body here. The hips, thighs, knees are from the knockoff Juggernaut figure. I dremeled the inside the hip sockets to receive the ball cups that attach to the ball pegs onto the hips here, onto here. And to do those modifications too, I cracked this lower torso, opened it up so I can make the necessary modifications. Then with that, I was missing, using the KO Juggernaut, I was missing these Tor boot cuffs, and 10 Rocket Customs was able to hook me up with a set of those. On this one, I made a fur texture stamp and sculpted the fur onto the Hulk legs, which was a ton of work to do in that method. You can work at it a little bit at a time, set it down, move, let it set up, move to keep going around until you can actually have the whole leg covered up. I thought, like, save some time, I used Sasquatch legs, lower legs, which worked out great. You got the nice shaggy fur for the mammoth sculpt, and cuts down a lot of sculpting, and it looks really good. Also adds a little bit of height. So he's a little bit taller than my OG. I'm standing up straight, head all the way up. So he ended up being a little bit taller than my original one. With this method. With the feet, these were Sasquatch feet too. I cut and spliced. I made molds off the original foot and changed them up a little bit. I didn't stick with the 3 toes. My friend CustomCannon told me, it's got 5 fingers, it should have 5 toes. That's just the way it works. So I made a change up on that. I think they looked really good. Those turned out really nice. And still got the indentations of the different toes. The hands are from Sasquatch. The head sculpt, I have two head sculpts. I have the really good OG head, really awesome head that CustomCannon made. And changed up my character design since he made this head. And so I made a new head. I tried out Meshy AI, uploaded a artwork of my character, the head, and it got pretty close. I took that, actually got it run a couple times, got the head looking really nice, but the trunk looked like trash. The trunk was terrible. The tusk wasn't right either. So I gave him a little bit of rhinoplasty. I shrunk down the original awesome sculpt that Cannon did to get the trunk the size I wanted, and cut and grafted that on there. Same with the jaw. I put the jaw came from one of these shrunken down heads, because when it's made this, it didn't have a jaw underneath here. And the tusk came from a different one as well, and I put skull texture, used fur texture stamps and epoxy, and did that. Resculpted the eyeballs, and it turned out pretty nice, I think. Don Sawyer, Don, he made the leather belt for it. Another one of the CustomCannon sculpts, he made the belt buckle for me, and I printed it out on the printer. And it's only like another one of the heads I was able to do with Meshy with I've already started working on replacing the trunk. Made a fur texture stamp. You can see the epoxy blending it together. I painted it black over here just to cover it up. But it's very impressive what you can do. Upload a picture and get something very close to what you need, so I don't have to pester my friends so much for simple things. I got him working on another project too, so it's going to be fast when it's done. But overall, this thing turned out really nice. A little changed it up. I changed the forearms out. Left these with the Ursa Major arms. I splashed on Sasquatch arms on this one. I did this one on purpose, not just to. I like the proportions too, but I was able to. These are gauntlets that Cannon made for another character. I printed these up to the size I needed to fit on these forearms. These are Crimson Dynamo Fist hands. I chromed them up, popped out. I wanted to get these Sasquatch hands to fit into the Ursa Major forearms. I used heat shrink. I put some glue and heat shrink on them to make those fit. So we got the other gauntlet on. Now we got a set of power gauntlets for the character. Ready to do battle with a cybernetically enhanced another member of his own species. So I got the OG here, also with a new head sculpt on that one. And we put the belt on the original one, attaches via a magnet, and the new one, the belt stays attached. Actually, I have to separate the torso to get the belt off. Since it's not mine, I want to make sure everything is more durable, or a little more friendly for posing. Overall look and feel, I like how this one turned out a lot. I use more vibrant red on this one. The red really pops. I use the Pro Acryl red on this. It is very, very bright. I like it a lot. This is Tester's Guards red, which you can't get anymore. And this is French blue. I still went with the French blue over here too. Still have a supply of Tester's French blue. But the overall build and sculpt, I really like how this one turned out. So a little update to my original design. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the other head sculpt so you can see what that looks like. So this one, still a great head sculpt as well. In the comments down below, let me know which one you like better. You like the OG sculpt or the new sculpt? Which one you like better? I'm torn. I like them both. Could I actually build another one and just have two different characters? So we go to put the new one back on. Nice big bruiser. Get a sense of scale on this. Here he is with the Maximum Hulk. And here he is with the new Bucky Cap. So he's a pretty good size figure. He's sharing like parts with the Hulk too, with the legs. Like I said, these are the KO Juggernauts, which is based on the 80th anniversary Hulk. Well, that does it for this showcase. And like I said, I'm very happy with this. I hope my friend's going to like this. I'll catch y'all next time.